Alright guys, Jim and I, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I will be discussing the 1994 King of the Ring tournament. And you're looking at this and you see this and you're like, Jim, it's not 1994 King of the Ring in your hand, that's a 93 King of the Ring. Funny story, I bought this on Amazon and I had ordered the 1993 King of the Ring VHS tape, and they sent it with the 1993 or 1994 in it. So I figured I would do a video on the 1994 King of the Ring, June the 19th, 1994 in Baltimore. Interesting time for the WWE, interesting time for the world in general in 1994. I was 14 years old when this event took place in June of 94. Let's take a look and see what Gemini looked like when he was 14 years old. Yep, there's old Jim right there. I had long ass hair and no clue. There I am when I was 14. Holy cow. Believe me, when you're 14 years old and your phone ain't exactly ringing on a Friday night because you look like that, you better find something to do. You better find a crutch, and you better find it quick. And for me, it was professional wrestling when I was 14 years old in the 9th grade, my first year of high school. A rough time, you know, being 14 and having long hair and earrings, and that was 1994 for me. But my escape that year was events like the King of the Ring 94 in Baltimore. This event, I remember specifically, it was on June 19th, which was a Sunday. And I had spent the 18th and the 17th out of town at a friend's house. And I'll never forget that we did these parties, these sleepover parties at my friend's house. And for some reason, he had a really hot sister. Really hot sister. For some reason, these guys I was hanging out with, they decided that they were going to play a funny game when she was sleeping at night. And this game was, which guy can get away with licking her cheek before she wakes up? And I'll never forget, it was like the second night, one of the guys in the group, he woke her up and he was licking her cheek, and you'd never seen one guy go running so fast in your life, straight up. So yeah, that was the prelude into King of the Ring 94 in Baltimore. Let's take a look at the actual tournament bracket for the King of the Ring 94, and then I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory on it. Okay, this might be a little tough to see. This is off, Wikipedia. The first match was Razor and Bam Bam, and I'll never forget that match. I mean, yeah, you have your TV qualifying matches from Superstars and Raw and stuff, but the first match was Razor Ramon and Bam Bam. And I remember at the end of that match, Bam Bam went for a crazy move, and as Razor won the match, he's walking back and he's like, "What the fuck?" You know, what's Bam Bam trying to do? It was really strange. Owen and Mabel, I don't remember that match at all, but something happened. But IRS won, and then Razor Ramon and IRS had a rematch in the semifinals, and Razor wound up winning that. Owen, Hart, and Tatanka actually had a really good match, and Owen Hart wound up going over. This was Owen's day. Jeff Jarrett, the 1-2-3 Kid, and Jeff Jarrett and 1-2-3 Kid wound up going over. And then, it came down to Razor and Owen in the finals. Let's talk a little bit about Owen Hart on this day. Okay, before we get to Owen, this was an important event. 1994, you have to remember, King of the Ring 94 in Baltimore, the Civic Arena, was just weeks off of McMahon's steroid trial, where he wasn't sure if he was even going to be in WWE anymore. Commentary team was Gorilla, and who did he do it with? Like Art Donovan, and Savage. Maybe it was Gorilla and Savage. But yeah, I remember this, and yeah, it was definitely Gorilla and Savage. And then Art Donovan came in, and he was terrible on commentary a little bit later. You know, the old football player, and he was really bad on the matches. Like, why did he do that? Why did he do that? That's a big guy. I mean, Art Donovan was like the worst on commentary. But yeah, This was a downtime for WWE, and this pay-per-view drew terrible numbers when they got it back. WWF at this time in June '94 was just bad. But yeah, this was Owen's day. Owen to win 3 matches and win the King of the Ring tournament with Jim Neidhart's help was a launching pad for Owen. So we'll put '94 King of the Ring on a note. Even though WWF at the time was historically bad, Owen was historically good. In the King of the Ring '94 that day launched him when he became the King of Hearts after beating Razor Ramon in the finals. He really got established well that day, becoming the King of Hearts and cutting a great promo with idiot Todd Pettengill. Honestly, I couldn't stand Todd Pettengill. And so when Owen Hart was standing up there with Jim Neidhart, and Jim Neidhart put the crown on him, all regal like, it was a damn cool moment seeing Owen do it. And of course, Brett and Diesel actually had a really good match. And, Brett wound up winning and stuff. And, at the time you could tell Diesel, Kevin Nash was up and coming. But actually they had a really good match. And what set that match up was on the King's Court, Nash laid out Brett with the jackknife powerbomb, which was Kevin Nash's finisher, which he won world titles and made millions of dollars with when he would do the jackknife powerbomb. And then the other big match was Rowdy Piper and Jerry the King Lawler. And, Lawler tried. He tried really hard. Him and Piper really stunk up the joint, though. Didn't have a lot of chemistry in this match. They went back and forth, and Piper wound up winning at the end with some kind of suplex. But it was just a bad match. You could tell Piper hadn't been in the ring for a while, and Lawler tried his best, but there was really no saving it. So we'll end this by saying King of the Ring '94 had notable highlights with Owen and Diesel getting established, but all in all, in the end, they struggled at the '94 King of the Ring. It was a struggle for WWF. You could tell that their company was struggling. You could tell that they were in the process of transitioning to new stars and phasing out the old stars. There was no Hulk Hogan. There was no Stone Cold yet. There's no Triple H yet. There was really none of that stuff. I don't even think Undertaker was honestly at the King of the Ring '94. So yeah, there's no Batista yet. And Vince McMahon I don't even think was there because he was so busy with the steroid trial and stuff. So King of the Ring '94 was a struggle, but it was a good launching pad for Owen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you get a chance, go back and check out WWF King of the Ring '94 on pay-per-view. And I'm Gemini, and thank you for watching.